so angry right now. Like, I don't even want to do this one. The devil made me accept. He is.
No!
And she's stupid. Now that you said that women is trash.
Welcome, brothers and sisters, everybody. This is the Lost and Found in Translation podcast. My name is Brother Marley. This is
Queen Shay.
And we welcome you. We've got another 2 stories to give you today. So, let's not waste time, shall we? Miss Shay, read the thing.
I'm so angry right now. Like, I don't even want to do this one, but like it's so it sounds like this woman is she's Nigerian. Last name is no, the one who posted it. Last name is Akpara.
Mm-hmm.
And it says that this is from a sister that says, "Please hide my ID." Now you know when they want to be anonymous that you know it's about to be some shit. It's about to be horrible. So the sister writes, "Before I got married, I had a child with a young man who abandoned me with pregnancy and went into another town. I met my new husband when my child was 3 years old and we got married. He opened for me a big shop. Everything was going well in that shop and I was no longer able to manage it alone. So I needed a manager. My ex, my first child's father, contacted me and he was looking for a job. Then I recruited him as my manager in the job. A few months ago, he started dating me. First of the time I refused, the devil made me accept, and almost every evening before closing the shop, we do have sex in the shop. What is serious is that he screens our sex making.
He screens it.
He screens it. Please, now he blackmails me with the video. He is abusing me.
Oh, he records it.
He takes all my money in the shop. He has even bought a land and started building. He menaces me to send the videos to my husband if I try anything. He is now like the owner of my shop. Please, I need your help. What can I do? I don't want my husband to see the videos. I want to save my marriage. I love my husband. It is the devil that made me do this wrong thing. Please help with advice. Don't insult me, mothers. Thanks."
Do you want to read that again in an African accent?
I don't have an African accent.
Okay, cool. All right, so Miss Lady, whatever your name is, Miss Anonymous, there ain't nothing you can do. And it's not the devil. Look, the first thing you need to do
Sis said the devil made me do
is take responsibility for yourself. You've had too many people tell you don't need to take responsibility for yourself. Blame everything on others. Don't do that. Take responsibility for yourself. It wasn't you can't blame the devil. The devil didn't tell you to jump on that man. You decided to jump on that man and you hid what was going on. You didn't jump on that man and go back to your husband and say, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I just jumped on this other man." No, you kept quiet. And it wasn't that the man immediately started blackmailing you. Before the blackmail started, you was not telling your husband.
She probably didn't tell the husband that she even hired her ex,
right,
her baby daddy, as the manager of the shop.
I mean, it's obvious that, she doesn't know which side of her bread is buttered. She doesn't know which side of the bread is buttered on. Like, if your husband is trying his best to put you in a position where you can have a level of agency, like belief in yourself, you can like run a business, you can make good money, and you screw it up.
And all the money is going to this man. He's taking her money.
And he's building that for himself. He's not building it for you, he's building it for himself.
Isn't that crazy?
That is so...
That's diabolical.
Who's the diabolical one?
He is.
No!
And she's stupid and gullible.
No. No.
And she's completely foolish.
She's the diabolical one. because she's with the. Let me see. She said she got married. She had a child with a young man who.
She got married when the child was 3. And then he opened a shop for her. So her husband put her into position to make money. Like, she got a good husband. And then the business itself grew, and to the point where she wasn't even able to manage it by herself.
Yeah. If you're going to be like with a man and you two break up, stop using these words. Oh, he abandoned me. I was just sitting there one day with our child and he said I'm going out to get some cigarettes and he never came back.
Well, you don't know that did happen. She said he abandoned me when I was pregnant.
What I'm saying is that she's saying that the devil made her jump on him. Mm. And she's saying that what she say? She said that she's being blackmailed.
Yes, he's being blackmailed.
But she didn't feel to tell her husband that she's picked her ex to run the thing.
She hasn't talked to her husband about any of this, it seems.
She doesn't take responsibility for nothing. Mm-mm. So she should take responsibility. She should take responsibility for her life. Look and see as to what you're doing to have this man abandon you. Because he didn't just abandon you.
Wait a minute.
No, he didn't just abandon you. There's something else happened. It's not like...
It could have been that he didn't want any children. He didn't want to be a father, so he decided to skip town. You act like that don't happen out of the blue. Like, women can't be good women and in a relationship that she thinks is healthy and happy. A woman can't have a baby by herself. She can't impregnate herself. So if he decides he don't want to be a father, if there's somewhere where it sounds like she's African by the way that she's even talking, abortion isn't even a thing. Maybe men skip town all the time.
Really?
Absolutely.
Just out of the blue?
Out of the blue. I don't want this.
I don't think this is as prevalent as you think it is, you know.
I think it is.
You see, the thing is, I think being an alumni of the Black Father Support Group, there's plenty men who want to be in their children's life. Mm. But the women they're with don't want the men. Mm. Or they don't want the men the way that the man is. Mm. Or they don't like a certain part of the man. Or they like another man better than this man. Mm. Or they want their religion. They want Jesus more than they want the man. There's a whole bunch of things that are in place that women would be like, yeah, no, you're not up to par. And she would like kick him out and then tell people, oh, yeah, he just walked off. You don't think that happened to me? That happened to me. People say, oh, well, like, get out, it's my house. I'm like, it's not your house, it's our house. Get out or you're out of the house. Okay. And then I hear from a friend, bro, how can you just leave a woman like that? I didn't leave a woman. What are you talking about? That is the stuff that goes on. People will say, yeah, women will say, because they don't want to take responsibility for their things. They will say they've just been abandoned, just out of the blue, for no reason. I just woke up one day and said, you know what? Screw both of you, I'm leaving. And sleep. Now, there are people who do that. I'm not saying it's impossible.
Okay, I was waiting on you to bring it home.
But at the same time, I'm saying that I can't just assume that this woman who has no responsibility for even the sexual acts she's doing over a period of time to the point where the man's got plenty videos.
Why is she allowing him to video it? Like the first, like you, what? Like you didn't know that he had set up a camera? Like how did you not know that? Was it spicy to you? Was it interesting? Was it like, ooh, we're doing something naughty? How did you not think that was not going to come back? Obviously, he's not a good guy. If you're talking about, oh, he abandoned you, he's not a good man in the first place. So number one, why would you even invite him back into your life?
He could have been that bad if you invited him back.
In any capacity.
If the man abandoned you and yet you can contact him for a job, he didn't abandon you that much because you could just call the brother.
Well, no, he called her. She got a shop. He
Even
called her
worse.
and
How can I abandon you and call you for a word? I'm leaving. I've abandoned you. I'm in another town. You'll never see me again. By the way, do you have any jobs? No, that doesn't make sense.
I heard you're a businesswoman now. It's a mess. It's a hot mess. It's a hot mess. Just tell the husband, lose everything. Like there's no way around this. This is trifling.
She's an idiot and she deserves what she gets. Next! Yeah, I can't work.
All right, so here's the next one.
Yeah, go on.
I don't like this one either.
Another one, really?
I don't like it. Why you keep sending me these scenarios? There's like a running theme in it. Just, I don't like it.
You know,
Anywho,
yeah, go on.
the OP writes, I was seeing this guy on and off for a few months now. I'm sorry. Yes, I was seeing this guy on and off for a few months now. I'm 32 and he's 48. He says that he wants to stay friends instead of being in a relationship with me. And he was clear about it, so I respect that. But every time we hang out, the chemistry and attraction is there, and he knows that. He says it himself. However, the reason I think that he can't commit to me is that it's probably my race/nationality, since he mentions his family prefers someone on the same culture as them. Probably my job as well. I'm in healthcare, which isn't a high-paying job where I live, and he has his own company. I feel lacking in the sense that I wish that I was white, or maybe from another nationality. Maybe there would be a chance for us. I just feel deflated and couldn't move on. We tried not to communicate with each other, but it was a really hard month for me. And I tried dating other people, but it's just not the same. I feel like I'm never going to find someone better. Girl, if you don't move the hell on, this man is showing you in every way that you are not good enough for him. Like, she says that his people got a problem with her race and her nationality, and that she works in healthcare, which isn't a high-paying job. So, to me, that sounds like she's a CNA. Like, she's a medical assistant, some kind of way. She's not a nurse. It's not a professional career, you know. She works in a lab, phlebotomist, something like that. And it's sad that she thinks that, well, if she was white or if she was a different nationality, that maybe he would accept her. If he's giving you all the other reasons and y'all have chemistry, but he just won't commit any further to you than this already is, like, go ahead and find you somebody for you, boo. And there's an age difference here anyway, her being 32 and he being 48. Like, he's knocking on 50. Let it ride. Go ahead and let that pony ride. That's the only thing I got to say about it. What do you think?
You're an idiot. Foolish. Sorry, their camera's there, sorry. Foolish. All right, let me just say this. Many white men, many white people in white society. I'm about to get a little bit political.
Thanks for the warning.
A lot of people in white society, they get a kick, especially the men, they get a kick out of feeling power. Either feeling empowered, or feeling, what's the word when you had power taken away from you?
Disempowered?
Okay, we'll use that for now. It's not the word I was looking for. Yeah, or disempowered, right? Either that kind of dichotomy with power is what gets them off. That's what gets them off. What you're recognizing is that he gets off on feeling like a big man in front of you. He's not in he doesn't love you. He doesn't care about you.
He likes being superior to her.
Thank you. What he loves is the superiority that he feels. How are you there writing letters of advice for a 50-year-old white man? What's wrong with you? You're a 32-year-old black woman. Like, you're in your prime. Like, you're the best thing on the planet. And you're there crying over this idiot, this old decrepit man. Now, I know he's younger than me, but still.
He's only younger than you by a year.
But still, she needs to recognize her position. Her position is not up under this white dude. Screw him. Understand that this is not love. This is him getting his own rocks off because of the fact that he believes, and it sounds to me like you believe, that you are below him.
That he's better than you.
You're in some slave play nonsense, some slave play kink. And that's not cool, sister. As for his white supremacist family, screw them as well. Because at the end of the day, he should feel lucky. He should feel lucky to be counting his lucky stars that he gets a chance to even touch you, much less choose whether he's going to be with you or not.
Mm.
So this is a real sad story. Like, it's stupid because this is not a problem that you should even have to bother your mind with.
Mm.
You know, you've got so much bigger problems to worry about. Like, don't worry about whether you're a CNA or what your job is. That's got nothing. It's got nothing to do with it. Because
Right.
you know, men aren't really sitting back and going, well, what job does he have before he's interested in you? No, we really don't care.
I remember you talking about that before because we were talking about like women being empowered because they have a higher education, because they have higher income potential, and you were telling me that men really don't care about that, which is crazy because most women that are in those higher positions, they think about, okay, if I get to this level, then I'll be able to marry a man that's also at my level and I'll have a comfortable lifestyle because I have a man that's making as much or more than I am at this level. But what I found is that so many women that I know that are playing at a higher level are single. They're single. They're not able to find men that are, have the same level of education, the same socioeconomic class that she's in. Um, they're just not able to find those men. And the men that are their colleagues and, that are on that level, they're not even interested in women that are powerful. Like, they don't want that. They see it as competition.
No, why would you want that for? I mean, it's I was watching one of those red pill YouTube shorts today.
Mm-hmm.
So this is why it comes to mind. But this young guy was saying to these ladies, if you had a choice between a 20-year-old virgin man, 20-year-old virgin, right, just starting work, or whatever, or a 40-year-old lawyer doing very well in his firm and he slept with 100 women, which one are you choosing? So, like, of course, the lawyer, of course. Now, he said, now flip that the other way around. Imagine men. What would they want if between a 20-year-old virgin and a 40-year-old lawyer who's bred 100 men? They're like, well, of course, a 20-year-old virgin. Like, it's so obvious. Like, I don't understand. Yo, so many times, this TV, this YouTube thing, people spit lies to you constantly. And it sounds good, it makes sense, but actually makes zero sense. So people say, one way a woman can show that she's empowered is that she can climb up the corporate ladder. No, what it does is make sure that you put more tax dollars into the government. That's what it does. There was one time when there was no women working. That's only just doing little bits and pieces in people's housing. At that point, the government were like, we need to up the tax revenue, and the best way we could do that is by encouraging women to work. So they encourage women to work, and they didn't say it by, come and work, and you can give us more tax. They said, come and work, and you would now be an empowered woman. And so women are like, I'd love to be empowered, let me go and get a job and pay this tax money.
So you think that it's all a trick?
It's all a massive con job. It's a massive con job.
So women's empowerment was something that was orchestrated by the government in order
by men in the government, yes.
By men in the government in order to put more coffers in the royal pocket.
Hilarious, isn't it? It's hilarious. But yes. And it's the same, and they've done these trick bags.
Ladies, I want y'all to weigh in on that one.
They've had these trick bags for years.
Wow.
I've had these trick bags for years.
That's a lot.
It's sad, and I wouldn't wish it upon my worst enemy. But this sister, this girl here, her life is so much better without this man in her life. So much better without him. She doesn't need him. She shouldn't want him. There are a myriad of men who would love her for who she is, as she is right now. 32 years old, has a little job, has some small money coming in. It's perfect. You get yourself a decent man. And I'm not talking about another poor black man. I'm talking about whichever you want. If you want a white man, if you want a Chinese, whatever you want. You can have whatever you want because you are so freaking desirable. There's people now, I saw this TikTok, and these women are putting on this dark cream on their skin to make themselves look black now. Not a fake tan, like a proper dark brown. So they got the same complexion as me. White people are doing this today.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Pop your melanin and love who you are, man. Because the nonsense they're giving you as the way to think is not the way to think.
Great. So,
yes,
as you remember from our last show, rubs hands like Birdman. As you remember from our last show, we had the scenario in which the brother was writing in saying that he had been in an accident and his wife wanted to open their marriage. Remember last week?
I remember.
Okay. So we had a couple that weighed in, and it ended up being a conversation between them that went on for hours. Like, it started a dialogue within their household, which I think is amazing. And that's something that we want to encourage. Like, talk to your people, talk to your man, talk to your woman, in order to weigh in on what you feel about it. So her husband argued that the point is moot because he had been into the accident 8 months ago. He got into a horrible accident, and he's trying to rehab. I'm assuming that the brother is going to occupational therapy. He's going to physical therapy in order to get better so that he can actually get to a place of performance, right? So all of the couples that weighed in said that, well, she should be able to take whatever it is that her husband can give her. Like, go out and buy the toys, get you a rose, get you the Hitachi, get you like rabbits, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, do whatever you can within your capacity in order to reach fulfillment. But he argued that, well, women can be celibate for years voluntarily. So if women can be celibate for years voluntarily, then she should be able to volunteer some more time being celibate rather than, have her needs met by another man. Which started a whole conversation between us with testosterone and men's needs versus women's needs. And it just started a whole new conversation that at the time we weren't prepared to turn on the camera, but it was very, very interesting because there was more ideas and thought processes that came up that we really weren't talking about during the video. But the fact that he said that, well, women can stay celibate for years. And I said, well, men can also stay celibate for years. And then Molly made a point about men being like animals, and how there's a constant flow of, what would you say, testosterone or like, please explain yourself.
Okay.
Hold on, because you're off camera. So let me just turn this.
Yeah, bring it close. Bring it closer. Hold on.
They don't need to be in your mouth.
Listen to me. All right. It's hot, isn't it? Where's the AC?
It's right there. So make sure they can hear you.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
So the way I see it, the first point is that what women have proved is that they can indeed go without. You see, there are women who choose to be celibate, and they'll do it for a long time and say that they're happy for doing it. They're still happy for doing it. I'm unsure about whether they really are or not, but a lot of women say they are happy to do that, right? So a lot of women choose that. But men are not choosing to be celibate. There are involuntary celibates.
Incels.
The incel crowd. There are men going their own way, MGTOW. There's those people who are speaking like as though they're cool with the idea of being celibate, even though they don't even want to be. They don't want to be. What I was talking about animals was that you see what testosterone does to animals. Like, testosterone will have lions taking chomps out of their other lions in order to be able to sleep with the female lions. You see gorillas punching the side out of each other's heads, just to get rid of the female gorillas. You'll see antelope butting heads with each other because of testosterone. It's the same stuff. It's not like testosterone mild or testosterone light that men have. No. We have testosterone going through our veins as well. So it's like the idea of men voluntarily saying, yeah, I could be celibate for 10 years. No, not at all. No one's, you got like 5 days max before you start twitching. You know? About 5 days. Max. They're the points I was making. I think that the woman in that piece, it's been 8 months and she's already like,
nah, I can't take.
I'm looking to find someone else to join the relationship. And you was agreeing with her. You was like, oh, maybe she wants to be poly. No.
Was I?
Run the clip. Let me run the clip. Boyfriend.
She wants to be poly. There's a lot of couples that are poly.
So I kind of believe that what she should have done, is said, well, we could take this toy here. You're still going to use your fingers. You can still use your mouth. And we'll have a fun time. Me and you will get through this together because the man's is still celibate because he's not getting what he wants to get, but he's still trying to be there for you. We'll enjoy each other for how it is now, and we'll get through it. If it gets to like something like a year and a half or whatever, it'll be playing in his mind as well. He's gonna know that his non-performance is a problem. That's gonna hurt him emotionally. So at that point, when it's hurting him emotionally, he may not even say it, but when you see the will fall out of his face, at that point, yes, then you can broach it like.
So a year.
Husband. No, I'm not saying a year. I'm saying whenever you see the will fall out of his face.
What if that's like 2 years, 3 years down the road? What if he's very stubborn?
It'll be before then. Trust me, it'll be before then. When he starts walking with his shoulders down like this, he's like, my dick doesn't work.
Oh God.
At that point. Yes. Oh, don't even turn this back on. I didn't turn this back on, did I? Yeah. So when his energy is drawn out of his face, when he's walking with his shoulders slumped and he's like, oh my, this is all floppy. At that point, you could broach the subject and be like, I love you and I still want this piece in my life. So let's come up with some sort of agreement, some sort of way in which it can work that I can step outside and get what I need and then I can come back to you. Now, for me, if this was for me, right? The best way I see it working is that you go out on Saturday late morning and you come back Sunday late morning.
Oh, wait a minute. So she can stay overnight?
She can stay overnight, yeah. You got to do what you got to do, innit?
Oh!
But, yo, there's rules to this.
Okay, so what would the rules be, Molly?
You come back with some chocolate croissants, right? I like the hazelnut croissants.
They make those?
Almond croissants. I like the almond croissants. So bring me back a chocolate croissant or an almond croissant.
So she got to bring back gifts.
Bring me gifts. Yes. Bring me something good that I can eat on. So at least while I'm depressed, I can like chew something while I'm depressed.
So she can make you fat.
Why not? Bring me gifts. Secondly, let's not talk about him. Thirdly, if I do ask questions, understand that's coming from a place of me feeling depressed and feeling like, what's that word? What's that word you feel self-deprecating about yourself?
Loathing, self-loathing.
I don't know the words.
Worthless.
Useless. I'm feeling down at the time. So when I'm like, oh, is it bigger than mine? Lie. No, it's not.
Lie. Please lie.
No, it's not.
Lie.
I'm with him and I think about you all the time. Just lie. It's fine.
So as long as she brings you some food
gifts, yeah.
Food gifts. Don't talk about it. Like barely make eye contact.
No, I'm not saying don't.
Feed your ego.
Feed my ego. Yeah, feed my ego and feed my belly. That's the least you can do. All right. Go Saturday morning. Come back Sunday morning. So you have all the time you need. Shower before you come home. I don't want to smell that Negro on you.
Oh God.
Come back fresh as a daisy. And be like, I come back in the same clothes. That's another thing. So look, go out in a business suit, come back in a business suit. Go out in a boo-boo. Don't dress like this. Don't do this. No.
What? What do you
In
mean?
hussy behavior. Don't do that. Don't do that. Come back looking like a Jehovah's Witness. Do that.
You know what?
Wear Jehovah's Witness clothes.
Look like you've been knocking on doors all Saturday.
Bring a watchtower and a weight. I don't mind. Bring that.
I cannot.
That will please me. At least I know that while she was gone, she had a terrible time. Oh, it was boring. I don't know what to do. He just wanted to watch Star Trek. Lie! It's fine. I don't mind. And you don't mind. It costs you nothing. We can get through this. You can get all the meat you need, and I can at least have a chocolate croissant in the meantime. We can do good. My God. If you was on the corner of any city, on the street corner of any city, right? You just stood there looking lost. Some man, somewhere, is going to be like, are you okay? Do you need help? He's obviously got other things on his mind. But you will get that help. You'll get those men coming up to you. Only because out of sheer male needs, their own personal needs, their own personal wants. Will they do that? But women hold access to
intimacy.
Thank you. That's a good word. To intimacy. Women hold access to it. They hold the keys to that. So unless we were to kick down the door, waving the 4-4, as you would say, right? Unless there was a thing of abuse or something, women control that. And that's why, just like how if you have, in some parts of Africa, right? If you have a big belly as a man, it's seen as a sign of money, of wealth.
Because you can afford to eat.
Because you can afford to eat. Because it's not that prevalent. Whereas in America, if you're a fat white dude, no one's clapping their hands for you. No, it's like, you're disgusting. Stop it. You know. So if women,
it's normally the poorest people in America that are the most overweight.
So
they eat trash.
So it's like, if we refer back to the sexes, it's like with women, you can get intimacy as often as you want. More than one time a day, more than once a day, you don't even have to work for it. Go to any bar, anywhere, you will get it. It's easy. Whereas men, it's like we've got to go through like a army, what's that thing called?
Obstacle course?
Obstacle course. You've got to go through an obstacle course to do it. Thank you for reminding me. I'm going old. First of all, you've got to decide what you're wearing. You've got to wear the right clothes. You've got to look a certain way. You've got to smell nice. You've got to like brush your teeth. You've got to do stuff, right? To fix up yourself, to go out. You've got to go out. Secondly, you've got to take your preened self and you've got to go up to a woman and you've got to speak to her nicely. Hi, how are you? What's your name? La 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 la. I'm pretending to actually be interested in what you're saying. I will buy you a drink. I'm not buying you a drink because I want you to drink. I'm buying you a drink because I want you to like me. So he has to go through all these things. Then he has to like somehow talk you into either going back to his house or him coming to your house or somewhere where you two can be intimate, right? After all of that, his tool of intimacy has to be of the right shape and the right size in order for that to be good. And even after all of that, he's still got to be able to perform to a level at which you're satisfied. And if you're not satisfied, all of that is failure. It's all failed. He's got to spend money. He's got to do stuff. He's got to go places. That's why for men, if they can actually go through a few women, then that's seen as a badge of honor. If women do that, it's seen as a badge of shame. Because for one set, it's a symbol of the dedication and work ethic. And another lot is seen as sloth and being too greedy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please subscribe to this channel, okay? We have just got started. We've got hardly any subscribers.
Tell your friends.
Share the thing, man.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
how to read the thing. Share the thing.
And let them know. Let us know what you think of it. Let us know where you weigh in. Did you discuss the last situations amongst you and your people? What about these last two scenarios? What do you think? Like, let us know. All right.
If you have a problem and you'd like us to discuss it,
Oh, that's good.
your Uncle Marty, your Auntie Shay, we are here to support you.
No judgment.
No judgment. It can be anonymous. No judgment. Side eyes. No judgment at all.
Bombastic side eye.
This email address here. Send me this email address. We'll look over it, and we'll get back to you ASAP. No, lie. We won't get back to you. We'll read it out online, on air ASAP, and give you advice.
Tune in every Sunday.
We will not divulge who you is or what you're doing. All right.
No.
Okay. Take care of yourselves. Peace.
Peace.